Hit execute. I just want to make manga. What do you want in life?
Ninjakees.
Yo ninjas, welcome back to the show NINJABOX. Ishhh, and what did you eat today? Yes, welcome back to another episode of Party Time. Yes, Party Time. My name is Ninjakees. I'm still creating a series called Party Time, still working on it. And today we're gonna color the main character, Curly Skullhead. This is like his new designed suit. I'm not sure if this is final. This is just a test to check out his new clothes, you know, because I'm still reworking the manga. I made like billions of versions, but I still I don't think it's good enough yet, so that's why I am rewriting it and redrawing it, so that before I had my manga series from left to right, but now I want to make it from right to left, just like Japanese manga, so that it is easier to adapt in the industry, if possible at some point, you know, just in case for the future. And I think that people are used to reading manga, or at least people that read manga are used to Japanese manga or manhwa or French manga that is read from right to left. It's not like that weird, like it's something that lots of fans are already used to, that are fans of shonen manga. So I think that if you are making your manga from right to left, it shouldn't be an issue to do that, you know. I've been reading lately Tony Valente's Radiant, and he's proven it, that it can be done.
Nice.
Like, it's a fact, not a dream or whatever anymore, you know. It's already proven, so that it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not do it as well? Because it does work. Not sure if left to right manga is possible to be published in Japan. Not sure if a lot of readers then will read it, because still of today the Japanese manga market is the greatest. Like, it's the paradise, the mecca of manga. And then the second one is French, most likely, in the world. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into coloring this piece. Alright, let's start coloring the piece. So I need some flash colors. As of right now, I'm using Copic markers to color this piece for the manga series. This piece is mainly just another concept art, I guess, or experiment to check out the suit of the main character. Because I'm still not final. Wait. I have not decided for the final yet if it will stay as it was. The main colors as of now are green, blue, some yellow, red, a little bit of red. But for this piece, let's just I'm just gonna color it how I see fit, you know. It's need a little paper here for how the colors actually look like, because then I can test it out, you know, what color, what colors are needed. Okay, so when I'm gonna color this and talking, it's hard for me sometimes to keep talking all the time. So if I'm sometimes a bit silent, means I'm focusing on the coloring. Well, this may be a bit too dark already. Oops. Already went wrong there. So when I was making this piece, I first made it with pencil and then ink. Like, the general coloring process is the same, but this is like a scanned print from the inking piece, so that I can print it on Copic marker paper and color it on Copic marker paper, because then I still have the original lines separately. You could do it also right away, like color on, or ink the piece on paper that is ready for Copic markers. Maybe this is already too dark. So right now I'm first coloring the skin, like the flat colors of the skin, but it might already be too dark, damn it. But yeah, when it dries up, the color gets a bit lighter. And also cannot color with sunglasses on, else I don't see the colors. So yeah, ninjas, how are you doing, and what did you eat today? I have only eaten breakfast at 4 p.m. Woke up a little bit late today. Well, I woke up like 7 a.m. but then fell asleep again. Just taking a piss and back to sleep for a little bit. I was like, oh, sleep for a little longer, and then suddenly already slept 2 p.m. So yeah. So today it's the 25th of February 2020. It's right now 7:07 p.m. Still have to eat dinner. Not sure what we're gonna eat for dinner yet. But yeah. So lately I've been reading for the first time Radiant by Tony Valente. It's a manga. I showed a manga, but this time it's made in French. France. Which I find really cool, because not a lot of people outside of Japan make a lot like Shonen manga that is of good quality, you know? Not a lot of those things happen. And also get published by a publisher, and also get published in Japan, and get recognized by famous Shonen manga artists like Yusuke Murata from One Punch Man, the artist from One Punch Man, and also the creator of Fairy Tail, Hiro Mashima. He also recognized him. So those two big names recognized Tony Valente's Radiant, which is really cool, because I don't think that happens a lot in the manga world, that a person not from Japan, and I don't mean like Korean, because I think quite a lot of Korean or Chinese get their own shonen mangas. Like, I think Boichi from the new manga, Dr. Stone, is also from Korean or something, Korea. Not completely sure, but like this guy is French, so this is cool that a European, you know, gets recognized, that his work is good, you know. That it's accepted in that way, but it's also like made like that typical classic shonen, like which I don't see often by someone not from Japan, like that also gets recognized. Like you have indie mangas, but this is like officially published by a big publisher, or many publishers, because yeah. But yeah, it's hard to make your manga get into the world, you know? Like let's say you have your manga of great quality and story. How do you gonna get it out there? You're gonna self-publish, or you're gonna go to a publisher. Like, I think there are only two ways. Like, publish it online, or with self-publish it, like, and then to an actual publisher that wants it. And I don't think a lot of publishers want to gamble on it, unless they maybe already are in the manga scene. Okay, now I have to figure out the colors. So his shirt is green, or I make the upper vest also green in this one. So because the printer didn't have any black, or what's the color called? Cyan? or something. Like sometimes with printers, even though you still have color, they don't want to print it. But the black was out of black, I believe. So now the lines of this piece are a little bit bluish, purple-ish, because I didn't have all the ink. But I think it doesn't matter that much. You can also go over it when the coloring is done with black ink, or just keep it as this. Might be interesting to have not always black lines for it. For the final piece, but that yeah, it's just like an experiment. Checking it out. Okay, so now I'm a bit stuck with what color to make the vest, and or to make the shirt green and then the vest another color. Oh, I see, I forgot some lines here. Shit. I forgot some lines in the inking here. That's I didn't see that before. Wait. So this is the original inked piece. It's black, but I missed some lines here. Shit! Damn it. Well, I can add them later. Happy accidents, ninjas. Where's my pencil? So let me make a few lines that are intended for that. So let's fix it right here. So right now I'm gonna draw a tiny pencil line for it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's somewhat similar. And since this is pencil, it's not too dark yet, so I can later go over with black ink if I will do it. Okay, so let's put here first the base colors here. Need some light for the bracelet here. Some light pink. It's more reddish, but it's like a Dragon Ball-ish type of material. So, all right. The reason also why I'm not streaming this is so that I can talk without interruption. You know, like when I stream live, for example, I want to respond to everyone that I can and do the NINJABOX. But right now I want to focus on this piece and not get distracted for it. So, in case you're wondering why I'm not just streaming this. I do love to stream though, but I have to come back with that later. Not sure when yet, but I want to focus on the manga right now. Like, and not get reactions all the time. Yeah, I still find it hard to not get distracted by stuff and make the manga. Oh, this might be a bit too yellowish. So I'm using also some twin markers here and Copic markers at the same time for when I can, because the twin markers are cheaper. So that's mostly the reason not to waste the Copic markers too much, because Copic markers are really expensive a piece compared to the twin markers, but only where I can, because I don't have all the skin markers for the twin markers, and also the Copic markers have a brush with them. Well, the sketch ones that I have. So yeah, I cannot use it for everything, but for the base flat colors it's quite handy to have the twin markers. So I have now to decide for the green stuff what I Hmm. Maybe I make the vest green. Yeah. Let's make the vest green like the original shirt. But now it's not the shirt that's green, but the top of it. Let's just check it out. Yeah, I make the vest green. Like, I don't want this character to be red or... I don't want the top of this character to be red or orange like Dragon Ball's Goku or Luffy's One Piece, because Goku's main color is orange, right? And then you have, like, for Luffy it's red. That's one of the reasons. So that it's not the exact same. Could make it yellow. Wait, what main character is yellow? I don't know. Well, One Punch Man is yellow, right? Yellow. Well, there are more colors, of course, in those characters. But their main focus color is, I believe, yeah, orange and red. Carrot. Goku's like a carrot, which is orange. And then Naruto copied that color. And also Toriko. I don't want to do that. And also green is my favorite color, so yeah. Since I have to draw this character a lot of times, well, it's in black and white, but also for the color spread, I don't want to have it the same stuff. Like, maybe the side characters can have the same colors as other shonen stuff, but I don't want the main character to be the... Like, the main character of Party Time has to have some classic shonen elements, but not copied, inspired more. Like, that's why I also made the hair a curl. Well, it also has more reasons for it, but I don't want it to be like always that spiky hair. Like it's typical shonen manga. I like to have that spiky hair, except for One Punch Man and maybe some other ones. Even Dr. Stone, he has that punk hair, you know. My Hero Academia has that pointy hair. Black Clover has the pointy hair. Fairytale has the pointy hair. Naruto, even Luffy has pointy hair, but Eiichiro Oda fixed it nicely by putting the main character having a straw hat, so it's not only the pointy hair. Yeah, like Luffy still has pointy hair even though it's under the hat. What more do we have? Maybe there's some that doesn't have it. Bakuman, yeah, that's a bit like... It's still pointy though. Which... Hunter x Hunter. Definitely Goku hair. Or pointy hair. Oh, there must... Well, JoJo's maybe. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But I think JoJo's is now a bit... Like... Not like the standard shonen anymore. Because it gets more... To... in terms of... age. Like typical shonen is aimed to 13-year-old boys and older, right? But I think JoJo's is now aimed to a higher range of age. I'm not sure that it changed over time. But if this is not correct, just let me know in the comments. But I think I read it somewhere or something. I forgot. I've not finished JoJo yet, but I think there's more gore in JoJo than most shonen. Well, there's some gore, like for example in Dragon Ball's manga, Dragon Ball Z, when Vegeta, you know, Guldo with the 4 eyes on Namek, that he, I don't think you see it in the anime, but in the manga he literally just punches his head off his shoulders, and then you see it. Well, you don't see a lot of guts and intestines and stuff, because I don't think you can do that in shonen, like with Berserk, or I don't know, Elfen Lied or something. Like there's this, like with Party Time, it's shonen, you know. Not too much guts and gore in it. Well, there can happen some of that stuff, but not on screen. You know, that it's too much. Like you see all the brains out of their skulls and eyeballs popping out of their eyes and blood and all that stuff. It's not aimed to that age range. It can happen in the story somewhere, but not on screen if it happens, I think. There may be some of them that do have it. Little bit of turquoise in here. It's a bit weird though. I wear a lot of red. Yeah, but the manga character is green. Also, yeah, I don't know how to put my hair lately. Because it gets too long, so yeah, always when I get long hair, I'm not sure how to put it. It's probably hard to cosplay Curly's hair with the curl. Maybe that's why it's better to make it pointy, so that people can cosplay it. I don't know. Potentially. I think the rest is not that hard. Except for the hair. But yeah, there are some crazy cosplays out there that with, like for example, All Might's hair, like it's really pointy too, you know, from Boku no Hero, with the V shape, and people still cosplayed it. Or maybe just do it digital like Tony Valente instead of coloring everything traditional. Because sometimes when you scan in the Copic marker drawings, it doesn't come out that nicely on the digital version. And it saves some coin. Because yeah, you have to buy all those markers every time. The black and white stuff is cheaper. That's the great thing I think about making shonen manga or manga in general. Like, you don't need a lot to do it. Just a few tools to create it, and then, you know, it's also quite personal what you tell with your story. Not that your story gets handed to lots of other people all the time. Like in volume 1 it's by this person, in volume 2 it's drawn by another person and written by another person, and all that stuff with like they do with Marvel all the time, and those superheroes. It's like, I don't know, man. It feels less personal or something. Less, like with manga, it's like you start with number 1 of the manga and you just go on and read it, and whether it's done by the same author. Well, most of the times. But yeah, I find it easier to follow. But lately also you have, like with Naruto, Boruto, different artists, or the same story writer, or Akira Toriyama making Super, but not drawing it himself. I don't like that, man. I prefer if Akira Toriyama draws himself the manga and writes it himself. I think that's better for the IP, you know, the thing they make, instead of hand it over to someone and then, I don't know, it just feels not that personal maybe anymore. Like, too much hands go into the yogurt with all their fingers, and then everyone wants to get a piece of it, instead of the original author just can do it himself. But maybe they lost their ambition, or, you know, that they can make it, draw it themselves. Maybe they don't want it anymore, so they just pass it on. But yeah, like if suddenly Ejiro Oda stops drawing One Piece and lets someone else draw it and he just writes the story, I don't know, I don't think I would like it anymore, because only Oda or Akira Toriyama can draw like the real deal, you know? Like someone else can try to copy it, but it's not personal. It's like an autograph. It's like your personal mark on that thing. And then if someone else gets their fingers in your yogurt and wants to twist it their way, it's not the same anymore. Of course, there are other creations that are better because of other people going in it. Like if you have Death Note, you have like a great writer and a great artist that work together. But that's from the start, you know. That, yeah, maybe there's some exceptions or whatever. But for me, I personally prefer that the original creators make the next thing, or at least with Shonen battle manga, or maybe there are some exceptions. I don't know if I. Yeah. Let's see what next. What's next? What's next? Yellow Star. Green and yellow. Or green and red. No, that's conflicting, right? Maybe yellow then. Or just white. White. What makes sense with green? I'm literally now figuring it out. Oh, maybe the lights are too bright on the colors. Well, let's do what I do know first. So the pants is like a typical, like most pants are blue, right? Jeans, pants. Well, it doesn't really matter as long as it looks good, right? Since this is an experiment. Sort of. So yeah, ninjas. Any crazy things you did this week or planning to do this week? Wait, what day is it again? It's Tuesday. Tuesday. I'm still a bit coughing lately, but I guess it's getting less, which is good. You need to just get sick, or you just don't. It's good if you don't. Let's make this flat color here. So I'm now doing the flat color first and then adding the shades and whatever later. So this is with a twin marker, which are the cheaper alternatives to Copic markers. You probably have also other brands in the world, but what I can get right now at the Action, it's a store, a shop, where you can get them for very cheap, like 12 pieces of markers for just $4. Maybe they're not the same quality, but they do work. They do work. However, you need to keep them in your folders, not in the sunlight, else the colors might fade away. Also handy white to make a photo of it or a scan. Yeah, the shoes are green. To match the top. The top of it, the top. Let's see, is this the right green? Bam, bam, this is Dino Jam. Wait, the dinosaurs. Yeah, ninjas. I heard the new Jurassic World has the original cast of characters in it. I'm not sure if you ninjas are fan of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, or you're too scared to watch them, which some people do. But I do enjoy them still, even though it's not as great as the originals. I still enjoy watching dinosaurs on the screen, well made. Yeah, even though they are what's it called? Actually, they're theme park monsters, like they say in the movie, like the dinosaurs didn't actually look like that, or like the Velociraptor from later studies. They think they have feathers instead of no feathers. Like they're basically big chickens. Well, they did say it in the first Jurassic Park, I believe. Like Alan Grant said, like it's a surprise they didn't learn to fly or something. From what I remember. So maybe they already knew it, but maybe it's harder to make it in CGI or whatever. Animatronics with feathers, but yeah, since in fiction, most dinosaurs are bald and don't have feathers. Maybe it's then suddenly weird to see those. I do believe, from what I remember in that show called Terra Nova, that was a show about also dinosaurs, which I enjoyed. The CGI wasn't all too great like Jurassic Park all the time or with animatronics. Probably also because of the budget, you know, when having a whole series. But I believe there were some dinosaurs in there that do had feathers and also went into the trees, hiding there. But yeah, too bad the show was cancelled. It was like more of a family friendly show. But it would be cool if they actually would made a series for Netflix or something with like with the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, like how they made it visually, you know, with animatronics and also CGI here and there. That there's an actual series instead of only a movie, you know. Or maybe there are already some of those. I think in King Kong it looks really good too. From one of the King Kongs with where the Kong fights some dinosaur-ish creatures. But yeah, I quite like this color palette right now and the design of it. For some reason I want to make these things red. These things that you have on your hoodie. The ropes. What's it called? It also reminds me of those Christmas things you know, the... I'm not sure how to call them. The sticks with the round part at the end. I think I'm gonna change the colors palette a little bit in this one. Because why not? That's the fate of the gods, the ninja gods. Yeah, lately been watching Vikings with my ninja-chan. She's already at season 5. There are like 6 seasons, but it's really cool, man. Vikings, but yeah, there was some point in the story at season 4, I believe, or 3, that I liked the show a bit less because something happened. No shit, Sherlock, but yeah, always something happened in shows, right? Or maybe it's a bit too much of that Oh well, can't go back now. That's the beauty of traditional art, right? It's fixed. You have to do it right away. Cannot go back. Well, you can if you use some white stuff, but or just make another version. But I guess you get the point, sort of. What I mean. Hopefully this video won't be too long for you ninjas. Coloring and all. Because in a way, yeah, people have short attention spans on social media, right? Like a lot of people don't have time for stuff. Well, they do have time, but for other stuff. But like if you make a video of an hour, it's like, oh, it's too long! Unless, but it doesn't have to be, because a lot of podcasts are being made every day. And Joe Rogan being a big example. Like it's hours of content and still people listen to it. But it's also because they keep talking, I think, and interesting people that are on those shows that you can just listen to while doing other stuff. So unless you have that element, I guess people can watch long stuff or listen to long stuff, even though not actually watching the video, but more listening to it. So that while doing that, they can clean their house, draw, or do whatever you can while listening to something. Which is good, right? A good form of entertainment or knowledge. But I find it hard sometimes to keep talking when drawing, when I have to think too much. Or, you know, keep talking all the time, like having ADHD. But yeah, with drawing, it's not only drawing, it's also making decisions. But not wait too long for making them. Because else you get nowhere.
Nice.
Maybe I don't really like the yellow shirts. I might have to make another version. Or could it be that talking all the time I make the wrong decisions? Yeah, maybe. Or make it turquoise, that's cooler. It's too much yellow, man. Let's make it less. Oh shit, now it becomes green. But of course. What am I doing? Or make it darker. Darker green with lighter green. No, I don't want purple in it. It's like the Power Rangers, you know. You have a set of main characters and each have a different color. I might have gotten too dark here. Too dark? What's yellow and pink? You get blink, yink, I don't know. Let's see. I think some things need to stay white. Why is it so grayish? Grayish? I don't know, man. Gray can be the way. Do you know the way? Do 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 do. Yeah, these colors need to be decided from the start. A character can always have different clothes, of course, but I think they need to have some sort of main colors. I don't like this yellow here. Let's make it darker or light. Oh, wait. Should have kept that white. Will this be it? Flat colors, flat colors. No. No, no. No, no, no. What colors exist again? Fresh yellow. What's that? Maybe. My bad. A little bit of that in there. A little bit of, what is it called? Fresh yellow. Because why not? Yeah, I definitely need the Copic markers for the brush. Oh, I can check out these other markers too. Maybe I can mix media them. Yeah. Feel good. You want a good time. Yeah. Alright, let's check out these other ones. I got this from a Ninja John, some brush pens with some blue in there. It seems to do work. For the shades here. Only the shading looks a bit weird. Looks a little bit weird. What more is there? Let's see. It has something to it, but it feels a bit different when it dries up. Not too sure if you can see it, but yeah. Yes. A little bit of red and orange to make the shades up. Oh, this one is a bit dried up. Dried up. Dried up. Maybe this one. Yes, that one. That one? What? What caption? Where's Gray? Gray is here. Yeah, I'm not completely sure about these colors. I don't like it. Maybe I have to make a digital version. It's easier to check out colors. Or change them at least. Yes. Yes. I cannot speak anymore. Let's use some white stuff here. Oh, it's a bit. The tip is weird. Yeah, maybe that's not it, but making it more white now. Oh, maybe too bright. Uh-oh. Look at it. What the hell? Okay. The hair is black. That I know for sure. Why not use the bigger chip? Because that is faster. So. Some shades here because it needs shades.
Nice.
Yeah, I might make a digital version as well. Because why not? I do need some shit. Yeah, I wanted to grab here the black ink bottle, but it seems to be a bit wet on the side. So now I got here some black on my middle finger. Yeah. I do need some. Damn it. Okay, so I need some blackness on the eyes, since I don't, since I haven't done it yet. Could also like digitally place the black lines over the colored piece. The thing is though, if I scan it in, the colors don't come out nicely. It's better to make a picture, but I'm not sure if that picture is the same as scanning it in terms of the view. Might be a little bit different. Oh, I forgot a little piece here. A little piece. Well, we're at it. Why not just do it? Sorry, ninjas, had to concentrate here. Else I shoot out with the lines and get smudged and stuff when making these lines. It's still wet though. Yeah. Wetness. Now it's the 25th.
Yeah.
Alright, I think the coloring is done for this one. Probably have to make another version.
Just do it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
NANI?! お前は
Yep. Yeah. Not sure if it looks good on screen here. Or even in real life. Alright ninjas, yes, that's it for this curly drawing, the first new version of this color piece. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, just let me know in the comments. If you have any drawing questions you want me to be answered in next videos or whatever, just let me know in the comments as well. Any thoughts down below in the comments? Where else? Yeah, where else? Response video? I don't know. In real life? Yeah. Or somewhere else. Or in my dreams, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this color piece of Curly Skullhead. The main character of the series I'm still working on right now. This is the first new test version of the suit. Let me know what you think about it. And if you have any other thoughts, just let me know. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Double thumbs up if you enjoyed it even more. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for joining once again, ninjas. NINJABOX, Ishhh, and see you ninjas the next time. Ninjakees! Out!
Ninjakees!